intro, the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to The Toast. Happy Thursday. Now, I'm feeling excited about my guest co-host today. Obviously, she filled in for me when I was on leave, and she's a mama herself, but I have real business to get down to with her. Mm-hmm. It's Lizard P. Woods, a.k.a. Liz P. Woods, a.k.a. Liz Height. Like, let's be real.
Yeah. Firsty, lasty, always.
Now, Liz, I have to ask you a question.
Oh.
Do you feel awkward?
I mean, you like run your mouth after you go on this podcast, like to your sister about how much you hate doing co-hosts. So
I'm cracking up.
I'm not apprehensive about the toasters. Like I think
they love
the
you.
Toaster community likes me, but you kind of like are scary.
Oh, no, that's not what I was bringing up. We're going to have so much fun.
Oh, okay.
But we need to address the elephant in the room.
What is it?
Lizard, I asked you before Jackie. I asked you during, what was it, Harry or Charli's maternity leave? You were like such a micro influencer. Mm-hmm. I said, Lizard, would you like to come co-host The Toast with me? And she said, politely decline.
Yeah. You wanted to support small creators.
And then during my maternity leave, Jackie was like, I'm going to ask Liz. I'm like, well, good luck. She doesn't want to do podcasts. Next thing I know, you're on The Toast, filling in for me. Explain yourself.
Well, not only that, but I actually reached out to Jackie like preemptively
when you were pregnant. Out there, yeah.
I wasn't ready.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm ready. And I feel
more so it wasn't like you wanted to hang out with Jackie and not me.
Well, I also got the invite to like Jackie's house to spend time with her family and eat her cooking.
Today I made you commute.
Yeah, commute. Yeah, which was funny. Well, I commuted to Florida, and like I live in New Jersey, but it was the whole experience was party. Yeah.
Okay, and so that's all you're gonna say.
Yeah. No comment.
Okay. Welcome to The Toast.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, so good to have a fellow pop culture lover, the Dash Queen herself, Lizard P. Now, you probably are familiar with Lizard P after her stint on The Toast, but in case anybody needs like a brief reminder.
Yeah. Well, Jackie put it very eloquently when I was on with her, not to trigger you, but she said, I'm often like the story version of the toast. Like I'm kind of the one who like puts forth the news and then you guys offer your commentary the following day.
Yes. And it's like, it's a little confusing because you, Jackie, and I have a group chat that we talk in like probably 10 times a day.
Yeah.
And so we form our thoughts together. Mm-hmm. We all generally like think the same things about pop culture. Mm-hmm. We'll say them on The Toast. You'll say them on your story, and everyone will be like, "You're copying Liz," and people are like to Liz, "You're copying The Toast." But we actually just have like the same thoughts.
We do,
which is so fun.
Yeah, I think it's nice to like have a group of people that you mostly agree with on, especially pop culture, and especially when like it often seems like the rest of the internet is disagreeing
not
with you on our side.
But don't you also feel like sometimes it's me and you against Jackie?
Yes. Do you think it's ever me and Jackie against you?
Literally never.
No, it's never.
Because Jackie doesn't get us. Like, as much as we're all the same, Jackie draws a line at TikTok, and Jackie's actually not chronically online, but you and I definitely are.
Yeah.
And so there's like a lot of things like she just doesn't get, which is why I'm excited for you to be here today.
I'm so excited to be here and to like offer my Claude Liz spin.
Yes. Do you feel like you're putting on different personas when you host with Jackie and when you host with me?
Yes. I mean, Jackie and I think even though you just said that it's often you and me against Jackie, I think Jackie and I are more similar personality-wise.
Yes.
So I actually feel like I can mostly just be myself and that it'll be, I mean, I'm a reasonable facsimile for Jackie. I'm not Jackie.
Okay, facsimile.
But I think I offer a sort of similar energy that hopefully people will appreciate.
But did you feel like when you were hosting with Jackie, not to keep comparing, and I will stop at some point, I promise. Did you feel like when you were hosting with Jackie, like you had to pull back a little bit of your chronic onlineness, like a lot of stuff she might not understand?
No, I did feel like I offered in that sense, I offered the perspective that you often do and gave context.
That's why you were a perfect fill-in for me.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
What app do you think you spent the most time on? Because everybody knows you for your Instagram stories. I have to say, you are, without fail, the first story that pops up on my Instagram feed, and I would prefer it that way. That's how I get all my news. People are like, well, people get their news from The Toast, and I get my news from you. I love following you on Instagram. I so appreciate the hard work that you put into your stories. They make me laugh. I really find out a lot of breaking news from your stories. Do you spend the most time on Instagram? But you also love TikTok.
I do love TikTok. I spend the most time on Instagram. I have like all of my apps set so that I get notifications from like TMZ, Daily Mail, so that I'm the one who's like breaking the news. But in terms of the app I spend the most time on, it's Instagram.
I used to get all my news from the Daily Mail Snapchat story. Do you remember those days?
Yes, of course.
The Discover page?
Yes.
And I feel like you have really replaced that for me. Like you cover human interest, you cover celebrity news. And so while I'm not getting as many pictures of Ariel Winter and Demi, remember that girl?
Yeah.
What was her name?
The darling of Daily Mail. I have no idea.
Yeah, she dated Tyga for like a minute, and then she became like literally Daily Mail fodder. I do get all my news from you, and for that, I just want to say thank you for your service because I know you work really hard on your stories.
It's my pleasure, and it's true. I do work really hard. Like I often say, I'm very lucky that like I've grown this community of people, but it requires a lot of work too. So yeah, got to give myself credit.
You're also a mama.
Yes.
How many months is Lil?
10 months. So she's 5 months older than
to
Ruby.
the day.
To the day. And Ruby has my birthday.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't want to bring that up when he was born because that's so annoying.
It is.
Yeah. I'm 29. You don't need to talk about my birthday.
And you bring up your age here. It's just not necessary. I want to tell you that.
Sorry.
As a 31-year-old woman, you better stop.
Of course. By the way, I have to say something and I know you're going to take it the wrong way, but I was thinking about it on the way here. I always thought of you as older than you are, but not because of your appearance or that you're.
Okay, I actually get that a lot.
I remember when I became a breather, I was like, wait, Claudia's only 2 years older than me. I thought you were 30. Not because of how you looked.
No. By the way, I actually get that a lot. They do say I'm wise beyond my years. I also tend to hang out with people who are older than me. I think that was just from having two older sisters. I was always hanging out with them and their friends. And then Taylor Strecker's a lot older than me. I'd love to throw that in there. Brian, all my friends are older than me. Shannon is my age. But most of my friends, I like to hang out with people who are older than me because yes, I do feel quite mature.
You are mature.
Unless we're talking about poop and farts, then I'm not.
Okay, sure. Who is?
Who is? So you're a mama, Lil is 10 months.
Yeah.
And yes, you've had 5 months to let me know that Ruby's birthday is the same day as yours, and you have not mentioned that, but thank you for bringing that up.
Well, I deserve credit for not bringing that up
That
until
is
now.
so mature of you. I could never.
Yeah.
I could literally never. And do you find when you're talking to other mamas and they're talking about things their kids do, it's really hard not to bring up your own kid because you want to be excited for them and about their and that's amazing that Lil is 10 months, but did you know that Ruby's 5 months? It's really hard not to bring up your own baby because it's annoying.
Yeah.
But you also it's a point of it's a shared, it's hard.
You want to talk about your kid and relate to the other moms. And in doing so, you inevitably talk about your own, but then you're talking about yourself and your baby.
And I'm very conscious of trying not to always make everything about myself.
Yeah.
But I'm not making it about myself, I'm making it about
your
Rue.
baby. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, Rue's 5 months, Lil's 10. Not a big deal.
No, and it's funny because I was just visiting my cousins and their baby is almost 3 months old. And I was this difference between these two babies is crazy. And meanwhile, me and my cousins are 2 and 3 years apart and we're besties.
Right.
So it's just funny how those that sinks down and then it becomes.
And then your cousins and their kids will be second cousins?
Yes. Our children are second cousins with each other.
And do you fuck with your second cousins?
I don't know. I don't even know who my second cousins are.
So does that worry you?
It worries me a little only because my cousins live on Long Island, which is so far
from New Jersey.
It's so far. People don't talk enough about it because I love spending time with them. But in general, it's awkward because I kind of want to be am I your auntie? It's weird that I'm Liz. I'm not Liz to you.
Right.
But I hopefully they stay cousins for close cousins for forever.
You're very Jersey proud.
Am I?
Yeah, I feel you're always just talking about how amazing it is to live in New Jersey.
I feel I'm Jersey. I'm Jersey, but
I'm not Jersey proud. Would you say you're Jerseylicious?
I wouldn't. I actually am not from New Jersey. I'm from
You're
Philly.
From Philly, yeah.
But we wanted to be somewhere that was in close proximity to New York and Philly.
And your husband's from where?
Philly.
Okay.
We're both from Philly. We met in high school. I also don't talk about that enough.
That you met your husband in high school? It's such a slay.
Yes. But yeah, I'm not really Jersey. I have a lot of good things to say about New Jersey, but a lot of the time I have bad things to say. We don't have any bags in grocery stores. I don't think, does New York also not?
New York does, but it's only paper. Which you might as well give me no bag.
I disagree. I think paper is so much better than nothing.
No,
you've never been to the store and schlepping your stuff out
like this. The thing is, if I lived in a state where I knew I wasn't getting bags, I would be that type of person who BYOB'd. I would bring my own bags. But in New York, I know I'm going to get a bag. It's just going to be a piece of shit that breaks on the way home. It's almost worse. They're setting me up to fail. Paper bags don't even have handles.
Oh, they give you the ones without handles.
Yeah, handles are a thing of the past.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's rough. Just bring back the bags.
Bring back bags.
Yeah. And then you're forced to buy the cloth bags, at least where I live. And that's a bigger waste to me. I don't actually know the environmental impact. You lose them and honestly, a lot of the time I throw them away.
Yeah.
And that's better than if they gave you the plastic bags, I would use those for trash in my bathroom.
That's where I start to understand people who hate celebrities and billionaires. Because I'm over here with my soaking wet Trader Joe's bag and you're taking a private jet.
Mm-hmm.
That I understand. That's when I feel channeling my inner Billie Eilish.
Yes.
But then I remember I'm not a Fabis and a pun. I'm miserable wench and I'm nothing like Billie Eilish.
And a total hypocrite, by the way.
Billie Eilish coming for everyone last night. Can you posted this on your story? What event was she at?
It was the Wall Street Journal Innovator Awards.
And she won one.
Yes, which is just ironic. And I think people thought it was a slay because she was oh, she's in the room and she's telling them all that being a billionaire is bad. But then she was posing with Hailey Bieber, who actually isn't a billionaire, but it's girl,
she's almost
she has hundreds of millions of dollars. It just, and her point then I saw the full quote was that she was saying people need to donate their wealth, which okay, that's more fair to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it always seems like she's coming after Taylor.
Yes.
And by the way, you can't say that about Taylor because Taylor does
so
donate
generous.
her wealth.
Yeah.
So
okay, I just want to say something about donating your wealth.
Oh,
obviously, it's amazing.
Yeah.
but I want to talk about Mackenzie Bezos. She famously donated she got $36 billion from Jeff, and she donated like 35.5. And that's amazing. And I don't feel like I saw any marked difference. The world is like still impoverished. There's still so you're telling me $35 billion couldn't fix it? What's the point in everybody else donating? Honestly, I'm asking in a really earnest, this is an earnest plea. What is it going to take if not $35 billion?
Yeah, I would need to see some statistics about where the money went and what it actually did.
Right. Did she donate it poorly, or is it just not enough money?
Or are the charitable organizations run poorly?
Right. Well, that I feel is definitely a factor.
Yeah. I mean, when they become big and they get a lot of donations, they become big companies, and a lot of big companies are bureaucratic and run poorly.
Yeah. And if I ever did become a billionaire, which is obviously a goal of mine, and I'm not going to be one of these self-hating billionaires like Mackenzie Bezos. I will be proud billionaire. I will not be donating it. Asterisk. No organizations are getting my money.
Oh.
But if I see you on the street, and you need money, come over. I'll give it to you.
I think you run into a little bit of a problem there, though, because they talk about this a little on The Good Guys, which
oh my God, I didn't realize. Oh, it's worth mentioning. Liz is a moron.
Yes, I'm a moron.
She listens to The Good Guys, and everything I know about The Good Guys, I know from you.
I know.
Because you're Ben said the funniest thing, and I'm he did?
I know, and I've had to scale back because I think one time I said he said something a little controversial, and Claudia's
and you gave me a hit.
I don't want to know.
You gave me
and I was
hit.
Oh my God, you're so right. If anybody ever said anything that I was saying that was bad or whatever,
I used to
I don't want to know.
every episode of The Good Guys and be you should edit this out. And then I let them, frolic and they have to, that's not something you have to learn the hard way.
Right.
But then Liz texting me being they're kind of saying crazy things on The Good Guys. I was wait, what?
It was I thought it was cool, but I think Ben said at one point that he wanted to donate his money to a person, he wanted to have real life impact.
Right.
Exactly what you're saying.
And then copying my idea. I definitely told him
right.
that.
And then he realized, wait, I don't know. You could just be messaging me I need $100.
Of course. You're gonna have to come with proof of late payments and some bills. But I'm not gonna make it hard because then you get into paperwork, pushing paper. No. And you know what? If the worst thing I do is give somebody $100 who doesn't need it, and I'm a billionaire, I'll survive.
Yes, you will.
So I don't know how we got here. Oh, Billie Eilish for Bissina. All that to say, when the day comes that I become a billionaire and you need money, and you're just a regular person, even if you don't need even if you're not out on the streets, but a couple $1,000s might help. Sure.
Careful what you wish for.
No, 1,000%.
This is how people win the lottery, and then everybody in their life their relationships are ruined because people come to them for money.
We talk all the time on the toast about if I won the lottery, what would I do? If you won the lottery, Liz P. Woods, what would you do?
Buy a house, definitely buy multiple houses, probably buy my family members' houses, and I mean it's the standard stuff: houses, vacations. I would put it away in a high yield.
Of course.
What is it? High yield savings? Chris and I always talk about
where it makes $10 million a year for
exactly.
you.
How much is enough where you can draw a salary every year but still be comfortable.
It's so funny how everybody has these conversations.
They're the best. Every time the lottery is going to be $1 billion, it's it's so much fun.
Do you buy lottery tickets when it becomes
never? Literally
really?
never. I mean, I always talk about it. I'm
how do you expect to win if you never buy?
Well, people where we live never win the lottery.
It's true. It never happens in the tri-state area.
No.
California, Texas. That's it.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Places like that.
Yeah.
But I thought that guy who won the lottery was so sweet. He just wanted to have
Which
that
one?
recent guy. He said he wanted to basically just level up his own life, spend time with his wife and chill.
And let his wife stop working.
I hate to say this though, I do think it's a little bit of a curse. I do think it's a curse.
Of course. A certain amount.
Yeah. And that your life changes invariably. People that you love start
act different.
Yeah. Coming to you for money. And then you want to be the generous person that pays for everybody's flights, pays for the hotel, pays for everything.
Tuition.
But at what point does that stop?
And to be clear, there is a lottery curse that would skip me.
Oh, right.
It doesn't
apply. Do you know the episode of Curb when Larry offers to pay his cousin's kids or somebody's tuition, and then the mom's well, I actually want to go to cosmetology school.
Right.
So then everybody comes to you and starts asking you for money for everything.
I saw the funniest TikTok, and I feel you saw it too, because every time you share a TikTok or a tweet that you think is funny, it was on my timeline as well. We have very shared algorithms, but it was this girl who was very glamorous. She had lots of makeup and hair on, and she was when I find out that cosmetology school is technically considered a trade school, and there's Blue Collar Boys by Luke Combs playing in the background.
That is funny.
It's so funny. I loved that.
It, but that's
I should have sent it to you.
That's absolutely true.
I don't even send you stuff because I'm she's seen it.
Yeah, I'm the annoying person that when you send me something and I've seen it, I say I saw that.
I know. Okay, so what is the best way to respond to somebody you respect and love and appreciate? You send me a lot of tweets and if I don't respond, it's because I have seen it. And is that ruder than being I've seen it?
Yes. Like you should say, I saw that. I'm obsessed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of work, but I'll work on it.
Okay.
You watched Love is Blind reunion last night?
I sure did.
So I'll do that as our final story so we can do a proper recap on the sparkle of it all and that random girl who took up the entire reunion, whose face I had literally never seen.
Yeah, no, she was...
I did watch with like half an eye this season, but still, I feel like I would have remembered her.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, I've never seen this woman in my life. Well, Liz, I have a question to ask you.
Sure.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
For the Fast 5 stories that you need to know. Today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by HBO original comedy series I Love LA. Rachel Sennot's new HBO original comedy series, I Love LA, will hit TV screens this Sunday on HBO Max. The breakout star of Bottoms and Shiva Baby brings a new show about a young, ambitious friend group navigating life and love in Los Angeles. Sennott stars alongside Jordan Firstman, Josh Hutcherson, Odessa Azion, and True Whitaker. Don't miss the world premiere of I Love LA this Sunday at 10:30 p.m., exclusively on HBO Max. Subscription required. Visit HBOMax.com for details. Today's episode is also brought to you by Roback. Let's talk about Roback. They just dropped something you might be obsessed with, like we are. It's called the Bedford Mock Neck, and if you haven't seen it yet, it's kind of perfect. The mock neck comes in ivory, navy, and green, has a very super flattering high neck detail. I'm sure you guys have been seeing mock necks all over social media. Everybody's wearing mock necks. It's like a great fall staple, but it's like a turtleneck that's not too hot. It's a little bit more casual. So even if you're just running on dry shampoo and caffeine, the Bedford mock neck is going to make you look sophisticated, it's going to make you look put together, but you're going to be so cozy. So if you're in a stage of life where coziness is a high priority, maybe you just had a baby, maybe you're waiting for your baby to come, the Bedford mock neck gets it. The material is just buttery soft. It's the perfect lightweight, not clingy, not stiff, just right material. The pro tip is wearing it with the Vista collection from Roback. It's a new line of very soft leggings. So the leggings are the perfect blend of keeping you like right and tight. You know, they're nice and high-waisted, but they don't make you feel sick. Sometimes you're ever in like the back of an Uber going to throw up because your leggings are so tight. Well, the mock neck gives you that easy, effortless top half, and then the bottom just makes you look pargy. If you're ready to upgrade your uniform, now is the time. Perfect time for fall season. The Bedford Mock Neck and the Vista Collection are a power couple. Use code TOAST at Roback.com and you will get a generous 20% off your first order through the end of this week. That's Roback, RHOBACK.com. Our code is TOAST, TOAST. That will get you a generous 20% off your first order through the end of this week. Roback.com, RHOBACK. Today's episode is also brought to you by Caraway. They're launching their site-wide holiday sale today at noon Eastern Time, where you can get up to 20% off your favorite cookware or other amazing products. So if you've been waiting to get Caraway for whatever reason, you've been waiting for a sale, this is your time. Also, if you're looking to stock up before the holidays, if you're hosting a lot, cooking a lot for this season, highly recommend doing like a big purge at Caraway, or if you're getting Caraway for somebody on your holiday wish list, this is just a great time to take advantage of the sale. There are so many seasonal things coming up. We've got Thanksgiving, we've got the holidays, it's chili season. I love the Dutch oven from Caraway for a good chili. They have everything. Butcher blocks made of thick premium wooden surfaces like maple and applewood. They have glass lids with their tempered glass for non-toxic cooking with a view. Everything is pargily made. You know how they do. You know you could ingest up to 10 grams of plastic per year from eating plastic wrapped leftovers. Well, the food storage containers from Caraway are a perfect solve for that. And they come in a ton of different really cute colors. And it's cute if you want to have like a matching vibe. Like my pans, my bakeware, and my food storage are all in this like very pargy sage green. Highly recommend for like a million reasons shopping at Caraway. It's just like pargy cookware. It's really much more safe when it comes to consuming chemicals. And with the holidays being closer than ever, get the gift or yours in time. Visit carawayhome.com/toasters. You'll take advantage of this limited time offer for up to 20% off your next purchase. Again, that's carawayhome.com/toasters. Today's episode is also brought to you by Velvet Caviar, my phone case, and my, what are we calling these? Sticky items. The only phone case brand that we love is Velvet Caviar, and they're on top of it. With the new iPhone 17 that just came out, I was like, oh, where am I going to get a case? Got it from Velvet Caviar. They also just dropped their limited edition holiday collection, new festive cases in stock and ready to ship. Their cases are drop tested, up to 10 feet. They are MagSafe compatible. All of their matching accessories can be applied and removed in a snap. So obviously this little doohickey snaps right on with a magnet. If you want to have like one of those little ring cases, it snaps right on. A little wallet, it snaps right on. Velvet Caviar is a female-founded brand. They're based in New York City, and since 2014, they've been on a mission to merge the world of fashion and tech with their signature pretty yet protective phone cases. Their new holiday drop has festive phone cases and the more matching accessories like wireless chargers, bag charms, hair clips, and more. For the next 24 hours, by the way, pay attention, please. Pay attention, please. For the next 24 hours, listeners can buy one, get one free on all of Velvet Caviar's phone cases and matching accessories with code TOAST. So only when you visit velvetcaviar.com and use the code TOAST at checkout. That's VELVETCAVIAR.com. Code TOAST for buy one, get one free on phone cases, accessories, and more.
Ready.
Okay, first up, I feel like we talk about Dancing with the Stars every day, and I try to be like a little bit measured in my stories because I got like 5 stories today, and I only chose one because it's about Ashley Dupré, and I actually could talk about Ashley Dupré endlessly, and not to like be annoying. As somebody who grew up in New York City when the Elliott Spitzer, like it is so crazy, but she's like starting stuff, and I'm kind of like not on her side, even though I like her message.
Well, wait, what was her message?
That like they weren't giving Alix good enough scores. Like I agree.
Okay. Well, she got a 39
out
of 40.
So she was coming for Cheryl, who gave her the 9. Everybody gave her 10. So Alix Earle's stepmom, Ashley Dupré, is taking a dig at Cheryl Burke's appearance after the Dancing with the Stars scoring. So Ashley Dupré is clapping back after Cheryl Burke's score for the influencer on Tuesday night's episode of Dancing with the Stars. The 9 remaining couples at the start of Dancing with the Stars Halloween night channeled their best spooky energy. Okay, they're just like being really verbose. What happened was that she got a 39 out of 40. Cheryl Burke was the only one who didn't give her a 10, thus the 39 out of 40. And then Alix Earle's stepmom, Ashley Dupré, former madam of Elliott Spitzer and other high net worth individuals, was alongside Alix Earle and her younger siblings, made it clear that she was not pleased with Cheryl Burke docking Earle 1 point and took to TikTok to share her targeted insult towards Cheryl Burke. So Dupré filmed her reaction as the judges held up their scoring paddles, and when Burke held up the 9, Dupré could be heard saying exasperatedly in the video, "Oh, go take more Ozempic." Dupré's children seemed confused by the messaging and can be heard clarifying with their mom, "Go take more Ozempic." And then Dupré doubled down saying, "What? She looks weird. She doesn't even look like her." While Dupré has been open about her body transformation, he's never confirmed the weight loss came as a result of a GLP-1 medication. Instead, she told People magazine that she's living a healthy lifestyle with a priority of health for her, but things changed when she entered her 40s. Okay, so whether or not she's on GLP-1 is like seriously not of relevance. The thing is like, I actually liked Cheryl Burke as a guest co-host, guest judge. I thought she did a good job. I said that yesterday. And like she should have given Alix a 10 like everybody else was. And I like that Ashley is like, riding for her stepdaughter. Ashley's just like a tough person to like, you should be starting beef when you have like that many like dramas in your closet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's that was like an irrelevant part. Yeah. That wasn't a good criticism.
Right. And also it was a week where Alix came out on the top of the leaderboard. Right. So like that's not a week to be starting stuff.
Yeah. And also the weird thing was this was a TikTok that she posted, right?
Yeah. It's not like she was caught in the background.
Right. And I thought, because when I initially saw it, I thought, oh, she was like on live and people screen recorded her. But no, she like said that and then posted it. I thought that was a little crazy. And like, I think that we all have eyes and we know that like, and she's already addressed it. She looks different. But like, she's addressed it. I don't know. It's just like, it didn't have anything to do with what she said. And it was nasty.
It was nasty. And also, like, I already feel like a little about Ashley Dupree's social media presence, right? Like, I know that the family has healed. And I'm happy for them. I haven't. Like, it's so crazy to me how Alix and her family have just sort of welcomed in this woman. And I know they talked about it on Dancing with the Stars and when they have kids, like, it's really mature. But, like, for me, she's Ashley Dupré.
Right.
And so it's just her social media activity and the whole, like, this is negatively, but like I don't mean it negatively. Like riding Alix's coattails, she has like a couple 100,000 followers on TikTok and she's like becoming famous and whatever. And she's rewriting her own story, if you will. I don't love it.
Yeah.
And like I always think of like Alix's mom.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not my favorite. So for her to be like making news in a negative way, and also Alix is still on the show. Alix is still trying to win, and like you're not making it pargy for Alix. I can see Alix having been mad at this. Yeah. But Alix wasn't mad. At the affair.
She got right. She got an amazing score, and I thought that it didn't make her look good. And like you're saying, like those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Not that those two things are equivalent.
They're not, but like once you put yourself out there like that, then you're just bringing up everything.
Totally.
That's why I don't feel like she should have any sort of like internet presence. I think it probably makes it hard for Alix.
Yeah.
Everyone's always bringing up this like very painful thing in her family's history. And so whenever she like pops up on my TikTok, I'm always like, ugh.
Yeah, cringe.
Do you think she got Alix's permission to like start influencing? Did she ask?
She probably brought it up and just said, like, do you care that I think it probably happened somewhat naturally, but I don't.
Because there's like intrigue in the family.
Yeah, as there should be.
Yeah, it just like makes me mad for the mom.
Yeah. But because I don't actually like know the full background of this. So the father cheated on
when I was in
her?
high school.
Yeah.
not to make everything about me.
Sure.
When I was in high school, there was this huge scandal, and I remember it because my high school was right by Elliot Spitzer's apartment, and literally there was pandemonium outside for weeks. And it turned out he was the governor of New York using campaign funds to pay for prostitutes or escorts, prostitutes.
Oh.
And the prostitute escort who worked with Elliot Spitzer, but then I think she also had a couple of girls, was Ashley Dupré.
She was the main one?
Yes. And she also had her black book was then released, very Desperate Housewives when that woman, and in her black book was a bunch of high net worth men in the area.
Right.
Alix Earle's father being one of them.
Oh.
They ended up falling in love. And now they literally have a very traditional, they had kids.
Right.
So he was stepping out on her mom with Ashley.
I see.
And so the fact that they all have dinner together, they are this healed family, it's really crazy. And Alix is very, very rarely spoken about it. And even the times where she did, I don't think she really scratched the surface at how deeply painful that was. And then on Dancing with the Stars, she talked about how she loves her little siblings so much because they healed her family. Her family maybe not be in this amazing place without the birth of these kids. So it's all really admirable. And Alix's mom, goes on vacation. It's really modern family to the next level. Could never be me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's her mom, I guess, is very diplomatic and
the mom is a fucking queen.
Yeah. And then so the girl that Alix dedicated the dance to was her half-sister of Ashley and her father.
Right, who really healed the family.
Got it.
They say they wouldn't have gotten to this place without Isabel.
Yeah, okay, so that is a really, really crazy story.
It's a crazy story.
I don't think that precludes Ashley Dupré from ever speaking on the internet, but she
should be careful.
Watch it a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't think that this was and it's all I think she thought it was good and safe because it's all in defense of Alix.
Right, and maybe she thought people would think it was funny and everybody saw what she looked like.
See her standing up for Alix.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah. Especially because, like you said, Cheryl did a good job.
I thought Cheryl was great.
Yeah.
And I've seen Cheryl's TikToks. I think I spoke about them once before I was into Dancing with the Stars. I spoke about them on the Toast being because she used to date he's from Boy Meets World.
Matthew Lawrence.
And now he's dating 3LW.
And they had a very contentious
divorce. And she was making a lot of TikToks looking different. And so she made a lot of news about her appearance a couple of years ago. So much so it got to me. And I don't even know these people. I don't watch Boy Meets World.
Right.
So it's just kind of low-hanging fruit for Ashley. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
All right, next up, some Next Gen NYC. I haven't watched, but I'm always keeping up with Next Gen NYC. I do think it has potential, and I do think the show could get to a point where I would watch it.
Sure, me too.
But they need to do better, and this is doing better. Brooke Shields' daughter Rowan has been spotted filming for Bravo's nepo baby show Next Gen NYC. So a spy tells us that they spotted Brooke Shields' daughter Rowan Henshey filming the Scion Heavy show last week. It was a scene at a holiday nights party hosted by members of the cast for the fashion chain Urban Outfitters. The show, which is filming its second season, stars reality star kids Riley Burris, Gia Giudice, Brooks Marks, Ariana Bierman, as well as Damon Dash's daughter Ava Dash and others. And the Calvin Klein model shares Rowan with TV. The Calvin Klein model shares Rowan. Oh, Rowan's dad, thanks for saying that weirdly, is TV writer Chris Henshey. I don't know him, but that's why her name is Rowan Henshey.
Got it.
She's a college grad, but she seems ready for the spotlight. She has 12,000 followers on Instagram, over 100,000 on TikTok. She's appeared on red carpets with her mom. She went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, yada, yada. So I actually think that this is a good casting. I think that they have a couple of good things at Next Gen, but not all of it's good.
Yeah.
I was really into the Ariana Bierman storyline. I think she's carrying the show. And her and her boyfriend broke up.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is kind of sad because I feel like her family life was falling apart and her boyfriend, she had this really good relationship. I thought that they should and would get married. And he also offered financial stability, which I was excited about.
Yeah, I feel like she needs stability. And you didn't watch the show at all?
Not 1 minute of it.
Me neither.
I want them to do well.
Yeah.
I hate that Bravo can't seem to make a good reality show about New York City. Aside from the original show, which hasn't been good in many years.
Yeah.
There's so many interesting people here from so many different walks of life, so much money here. And the fact that they can't get arrested, I do think it speaks to I always say this, people in New York with real money, don't want to be famous. That's the difference from LA and New York. Real money in New York, they want no part of fame, especially reality TV. So it makes it hard to cast people. But there are plenty of rich, desperate people. I'm one of them.
Yeah, I think it's adverse selection. The people who would do the show are the people that you wouldn't really want on a reality show. And what would you say was the reason that Rahoney original was successful and bypassed this phenomenon?
Well, it was the early days of reality TV. So as viewers, we were just we had less high standards.
Right.
They did have wealthy people. Now they're all strung out. But Countess Luann was a Countess de Lesseps. She had a townhouse on the Upper East Side. Like, it was insane. She had that huge house in the Hamptons. Obviously, things are different now. Even Ramona and Mario, like, they lived in a classic 6 on the Upper East. Like, they didn't have the most money in the world, but they were very, very Zarin. Zarin was big.
Big.
But they were also women who had like literally nothing to lose. Like they didn't really have businesses. They were housewives traditionally. Oh, I just saw Terry Hatcher was on Skinny Confidential podcast.
I saw that too.
And I just want to say, like, thank you for asking. And I don't love Terry Hatcher. I can't get into my Desperate Housewives thoughts, but I love that they asked her a question that, like, I have long wondered. Not enough people talk about, like, the entire Real Housewives franchise, especially just the name of it, was inspired and loosely based off of Desperate Housewives. And, like, where's Mark Cherry's financial compensation? And Terry Hatcher said, like, he deserves something because it's this huge billion-dollar industry. And, like, literally, he started it.
Yeah, it's his idea. Not only that, but when you watch the very earliest seasons of Orange County, like, even the themes and, like, the narration sounded like Desperate Housewives.
The image.
Yeah.
Like, even to this day, every Real Housewives poster for a new season, they're holding diamonds, they're holding apples, they're holding oranges, depending on the city.
Right.
That was the poster for Desperate Housewives. They were holding apples.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he didn't own, like, the concept.
Right.
But it really, and it's the name. Everybody would say that it's from Desperate Housewives.
It's not even a question of it is or it isn't. But the question is, like, does Mark Cherry get owed some sort of financial compensation?
Here's another question. What else has Mark Cherry done? Like, is he okay financially?
Oh, he's fine.
Oh, okay.
From Desperate Housewives, but he also, did you ever watch Why Women Kill?
No.
It was only like a 2-season show. It was amazing. Desperate Housewives is his big thing, but he definitely has like a million other shows.
Okay. So we're not so worried about him financially.
I'm afraid to ask this question. Did you watch Desperate Housewives?
I watched like the first 3 seasons, and when I was on my maternity leave.
Yeah.
And then that was like when I realized Marsha Cross is Marsha Cross.
She's so crazy.
I actually couldn't watch it anymore now.
I know.
I'm not the type to like just give up everything where somebody is anti-Israel, because if I did, I would have nothing to watch or listen to.
Right.
But with this, it was like so egregious, and it just gave me such
insane.
a pit. Yeah, she's wild. So
okay, so Jackie and I were having this conversation last night, like about some people, like we had this conversation offline. There are some people like we just can't quit.
Yeah, of course.
And like whether they do or say, even if it's about like Jews or otherwise, like some people I just can't quit. I forget who we were having the conversation about. Oh, I don't want to say it because like I don't want to quit him.
Right.
Like, and it's just funny. Like it's definitely selective outrage. Call it what you want. But it's also like sometimes I just forget.
Yeah. And sometimes the project is so, it transcends everything.
Yes.
It's pargy. Like, I'm sorry, we were just talking about Billie Eilish, but Birds of a Feather, like I will
Agreed.
never, I was skipping that song for a while, and then I remember, I think I posted or you posted, I can't remember, like one of us were like
can't quit this song.
Chains free. I need to listen to the song. It's beautiful. What, I should suffer?
Exactly. Because like, she's Fabissina.
Right. And I'm listening to a song, right? I'm not like, not that I have that much power, but I'm not going to her concert. Right. It's a very small like financial contribution.
Agreed. And it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. I almost want her to be a billionaire.
Just so that like
just
you
so
can
she
call
can
her
stop
out.
talking.
Oh
like,
yeah, for sure. I don't think that happened.
So I do think Next Gen is almost there. Like I also think I might be just too old for it.
Yeah.
Like Ariana Bierman's what? This girl's 22. What am I watching a 22-year-old for?
Well, I think it's possible for things like that to be good, but I think you've just outgrown Bravo in a lot of ways generally.
I have. There are a lot of shows that like I used to live for that I just like can't watch anymore. It doesn't serve me. That's a fair point too. I also think like the concept of them doing Bravo Nepo babies like was a good idea. Mm-hmm. But some like, and this is going to be mean, and I don't mean it to be mean, but like some things like are just not going to be good. Like when Brooks Marks is a part of it. Do you know what I mean? Like it makes it just like fake.
Oh, do you remember the time that I saw you at like leaving Zero Bond? To be clear, I wasn't at Zero Bond.
Yes, of course.
There were so many people leaving that night, Kim being one of them. I saw you and I saw Brooks Marks, and he was like, he loved the fanfare. We were like, we're not here for you.
I know. Like, and that's what I mean. It's just, it's not a good fit.
Yeah. And also it's to me, that show is so clearly cobbled together.
Yes.
We know that Real Housewives
That's
in
true.
general are cobbled together. Like these people aren't usually real friends.
Definitely.
With rare exceptions. But this was like, let's just put all of these people on a show.
Random bunch of people who have quite literally never met.
Right. So I find that hard to
like you're telling me
believe.
Brooke Shields' daughter and Gia Giudice hang out? Like they don't.
They don't.
All right, next up, we have some White Lotus news. They have decided they are shooting season 4 in Paris and at the French Riviera at 2 5-star hotels. So they haven't officially confirmed which hotel. Variety has learned that Mike White Anthology will indeed next shoot. Why do people write like in this way? Just tell me where they're shooting. They've actively been scouting swanky locations in both Paris and French Riviera. So similarly to season 3, how they were at Cosima, but then had like that storyline in Bangkok, they're going to be in the French Riviera, like south of France, with a subplot in Paris, which I do kind of like. And I do think French Riviera, like I would have guessed that, but I thought it would be too obvious, like south of France, like I don't know, I just thought they would do something different, but I guess they really don't want to do somewhere cold.
Oh, okay. So like, I don't watch The White Lotus.
Oh, that's really crazy.
I literally come here and I was like, I'm just like Claudia doesn't have to worry about me. Like I have institutional knowledge of all these things. I don't watch Next Gen. I don't watch it either, but I can talk about it. But I think that offers something good. It's kind of like when you and Jackie sometimes talk about football, and it's like it's funny because
an outsider's perspective,
right? I will say I know something about it, and like I've been to the south of France.
Oh, okay.
So,
speak.
I mean, I was there once. They should do it. They should do it. And it was my honeymoon, by the way. Like it wasn't, I wasn't
what
just.
better time.
Yeah. They should do it at the hotel we stayed at because it was amazing. And it wasn't the classic one, the one.
Hotel du Cap.
I think they maybe would want to do it there because it's so like quintessential. Yes. Also, didn't they have a partnership with the Four Seasons that ended?
Oh, did it?
Yes. I think that I saw that story. So now they have their,
they
it's
have free
open.
reign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that was like kind of limiting. And what does HBO owe this random hotel chain?
Right. And like they don't need the press, the Four Seasons.
No, I mean, I would love to see some sort of like statistic on how the White Lotus impacted. I mean, that Italian hotel with the Jennifer Coolidge season on the Vespa, you can't get a room at that hotel for years. I know the Maui one was like kind of everyone has been there and like it's like obvious, right? But nobody had really known about this like random small town in Italy. You will not be able to stay there for the next 10 years. I would love to see like a financial report on the impact of HBO on Four Seasons. And like why that was such a random partnership.
Yeah, but I mean it worked. Also, I have a question. Could I like watch season 4 having not watched the first 3?
Okay, it's a good question because Ben joined me this season and I think last season without having seen the earlier seasons. And while yes, you can enjoy it, every season is a reset. Like they cast new people. There are 2 or 3 characters who have started from the first season and work at all the different hotels because it's the same chain in the show. And it does seem like they're painting a larger picture with these random people who show up for mere minutes every season. So I would recommend watching the earlier seasons, especially because they're better. Like the Hawaii season is definitely the best season.
Okay.
And then the Italy season is actually great too.
Okay.
And then this most recent one like wasn't my favorite. Have there been 3? Yeah, okay. So I mean, what are you doing? Watch them all. Like, you're so busy?
I have this, I get mad when other people like something so much and then I'm behind on it. I'm like, forget you guys. I'm too stubborn now.
Severance.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll never watch it.
So Ben comes home and he went, where did he go? He was on a plane. Oh, when we flew home from LA, he flew home early. And he's like, I watched the most amazing show. He was like, have you ever heard of it? Severance?
Like, it's the biggest show on television.
I'm like, yes, Ben, I've heard of it. And he keeps calling it his plane show. Which I know Ben, so like I know that's what he means. But he's talking to Margot. He's like, this plane show? And Margot's like, manifest? She had no idea what he was talking about. And he was like, it's called like Severance. He's talking about it like he found this like indie film. And he's only on the 5th episode. And I'm like, okay, I will join you, but like we have to watch the first 5 episodes again. And he's like, well, I can't. So we're just like sort of at this standstill every night where I watched Love is Blind reunion last night and he just scrolled TikTok for 2 hours. It was so annoying because Ben's scrolling TikTok and I know I scroll TikTok, but it's different when I do it.
Of course.
And his is all music.
Oh.
And so he'll turn to me and like show me these punk rock Taylor Swift covers. And it's like, I need you to stop. I don't care.
I also don't really like those. I'm sorry. Like,
I agree.
Respect to Wunj. I find them like, everyone's always so moved by them. And I'm like, I don't know. Like
the genre shifting for Taylor Swift, like I'm good.
I don't like it either.
I completely agree. Does your husband scroll a lot?
No. Like,
that's nice.
He doesn't have any
what
of
are you
these.
Talk about?
He doesn't have any of these apps. Like,
that's insane.
No, I know. It's actually nice though because it means like when I'm making Instagram stories, I don't have to think about him like watching them, and that's really freeing. Not that like he's like he's going to do anything.
That's a great question. Like you don't have to like fear judgment.
No, I find it like creating really hard when there's people I know watching it. Like way harder than if I'm just like speaking to an audience of anonymous people.
That's why I love that Ben doesn't listen to The Toast.
Yeah. Because you can let it rip.
Some could see it as unsupportive, but I see it as freeing because I can make fun of him.
I think that like listening to a podcast every day is crazy.
And it is worth mentioning, I can't remember the last time I listened to an episode of The Good Guys. Maybe it was the one that I was on and I didn't even listen to it. I just experienced it.
Yeah. And you hear so much about it when he comes home probably that you feel like you don't need to.
It's so true.
Yeah.
He was just like gabbing away the other day and knew all about John Stamos.
Oh yeah. That was a biggie.
That was a biggie. Did you see Jen Affleck put it on her story?
Because John Stamos talked about her?
Ben brought up Jen Affleck. I don't know why they started talking about Dancing with the Stars with John Stamos, but Ben was talking about it and then he was talking about how that Jen Affleck's on it postpartum. And then John Stamos was like, oh yeah, she's like that cute girl, right? And I think she was like really excited that John Stamos called her cute.
Never do anything ever again. That's amazing.
Today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by Saks.com. So it's that time of year. I'm sorry. When you think holiday, you think Saks. Whether you're going to a Pargy holiday event and you just want something cute to wear, whether you're doing all of your holiday shopping for, friends and family alike, highly recommend taking your talents to Saks.com. Not only is it just the most user-friendly, fun way to shop, they make it so fun and easy. I think it can be really overwhelming when you're shopping at a store that sells so many different categories, right? They have men, women, home, beauty, kids, they really have everything. But their website is just magic. They make it so fun, so easy with their tailored selects. Even if you're shopping for the pickiest person on your list, like obviously Jackie's at a stage right now where it's actually her birthday coming up. I have no idea what to get her. I'm heading over to Saks.com. They're just going to find, the right thing will find me. It's a perfect place to shop when you're not 100% sure. Everything on your holiday agenda, whether it's holiday parties, you're just staying cozy at home, are you traveling, going out to an office holiday party where your office crush might be and you want to look your best, head over to Saks.com. It's fun to shop for whatever you're looking for. And again, it's just like a really user-friendly experience. Shopping in store at Saks Fifth Avenue is so iconic here in New York. It's really just like the holiday season in a store, and the website is no different. It's really fun. It's really fresh. It's a great way to discover new brands. I find that like anytime I buy something at Saks from a brand I've never heard of, like the next year, it's like the coolest, most popular brand. So you can just like be cool like that too. So head over to Saks.com for inspiring ways to shop for everybody on your list. Today's episode is also brought to you by Weight Watchers, a trusted science-backed brand that has supported millions of people on their wellness journeys for over 6 decades. We are huge fans of Weight Watchers here at The Toast. Obviously, I'm in a unique era right now where I'm not trying to lose weight. It's just like not realistic because I am breastfeeding, but I'm trying to maintain my weight. And Weight Watchers is an amazing partner in that. They actually offer a breastfeeding program, which it just feels nice to be seen. You get more points. They understand that you need to consume more calories. We don't want our supply to dip. And they have different plans for like every stage of life, which I really appreciate. Whether you're looking to lose weight, maintain your weight, or just like eat more whole, eat better, just keep track of everything you're eating. They're really modernizing their brand. Their app is amazing. It's not one size fits all. It's really built for you. So they're a personalized health solution designed to meet you where you are in life. If you qualify, you can also now access prescription weight loss medication through their licensed clinicians with one-on-one guidance from a registered dietitian for truly personalized care. It's no secret, I'm a huge GLP-1 fan. And when my time comes, I will be clicking that button with Weight Watchers. So if you've been curious about getting a GLP-1, you don't know where to start, doing it through Weight Watchers, which is such a trusted science-backed brand, highly recommend. And I'm jealous, and I hope you have an amazing time on that journey. Join today at weightwatchers.com. You can get started, and be sure to use promo code TOAST for $10 off your first month of membership. It offers 2 select plans. Restrictions do apply, and the offer ends December 31st. So promo code TOAST for $10 off your first month of membership at weightwatchers.com. Today's episode is also brought to you by Boulevard. Still juggling multiple tools to keep your business running? From booking to payments to marketing? Well, Boulevard is bringing it all together in one. It's an easy-to-use platform built for self-care professionals to keep your clients coming back and spending more. Boulevard is the fastest-growing client experience platform built specifically for appointment-based self-care businesses. Salons, spas, barbershops, and med spas, and other self-care businesses are so personal that the platform powering your business should feel the same. It's not just software. It's a smarter, more personal, and more simple way to manage all of your business locations in one place. So from bookings and payments to appointment reminders and client profiles, Boulevard elevates every client interaction and works as beautifully as you do. Plus, with AI-powered scheduling, marketing tools, you're going to see higher booking rates and gratuity, more ROI on your marketing spend, and smoother days for you and your team. Thanks to the always-on AI chatbot and expert support team, they respond within minutes, not days. So see why more 5,000 top beauty and wellness brands choose Boulevard to streamline and grow their businesses. Because self-care businesses don't just switch to Boulevard, they stay. Head to joinblvd.com to learn more about Boulevard and book a demo to see if it's right for your business. And for a limited time, Boulevard is offering new customers 20% off your first year subscription. That's joinboulevard.com, BLVD, JOINBLVD.com, joinblvd.com for 20% off your first year subscription. Joinblvd.com to learn more. Fourth story, Prince Harry's on a podcast.
Yeah.
And normally we don't care, but Hassan Minhaj was being funny. And I think people deserve credit when they're being funny. And I don't find him funny a lot of the time, but he had Prince Harry on his podcast, which is like a huge deal. I didn't even know that he had a podcast. So like, it's not like he's a major contender in the podcasting sphere, but this was a really big deal. And he used it as an opportunity to be funny. And I really appreciate that. So The Duke of Sussex was hilariously asked about what he thinks about Taylor Swift and Charli XCX's feud on the Hassan Minaj Doesn't Know podcast. And then the host introduced the topic by warning Harry that it was a very heavy topic. He introed it really funny. He explained it really funny. And Harry just sort of like stood there dumbfounded. And I just want to say like nothing Harry... Last name? Windsor?
Harry.
I was going to say Styles. What is his name?
Are they Sussex?
Nothing Prince Harry does like makes me laugh, smile, or even feel a remote pang of joy. I just think he's the most insufferable loser on the planet. But you know what? This is funny.
I thought he was funny too.
Yes, it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
These are two people who I don't normally like find intriguing or funny. Slade.
Not only that, but I don't think that many people like mainstream are talking about the Charli Taylor thing, besides you guys.
It's true. It's very internet chronic online.
So not only was he like talking about this, but he was talking about it with Harry. I thought that was hysterical.
Me too. And like there really isn't much to talk to Harry about. Like obviously if I had him on this podcast, I would ask him, but you're not allowed, right? Like publicists, and so you can't talk about Megxit. You can't talk about the things that are interesting. So he was probably scraping the bottom of the barrel for things to talk about because like you can only talk about mental health for so long. And I appreciate like Hassan getting creative, and it's funny.
It is funny. And I think also, I wonder what like Harry makes of Taylor because
William is a big Shake It Off fan.
Of course. And there's so many like lines
that's
that
actually
are weird.
Really true. Okay, not us like being able to make it like interesting and dramatic.
Oh.
That's a really good comparison.
And also bringing up Taylor Swift like at every opportunity.
Now, I think I know the answer to this, but what do you make of the Charli XCX Taylor Swift beef?
I feel like the exact same way as you guys. I mean, there are some parties on both sides of these that I don't like, but for the most part, I'm Team Taylor.
Yeah.
Did you feel at all like it was kind of punching down?
Yes. So I almost wish she didn't address it because like it makes Charli relevant and like puts Charli on Taylor's level, and she's literally not. But like Taylor's mad, and I support mad women. There's nothing like a mad woman.
I think
what a shame she went mad.
I think that Taylor, like my beef with Taylor often is that she's bringing up beef where I'm like, girl, you won.
I know, it's so over. Like the fact that she's still making songs about Kim and Kanye. Like, oh, how the mighty have fucking fallen.
But also, like, she doesn't need to.
I know.
She won. I think it's, like, clear as anything. I always say that her last flex should be going to the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Because you always say it's Kim's bat mitzvah.
It's the Kardashian Sweet 16.
Nobody would care about Kim. I mean, actually, I think inside people would maybe be more hostile to Taylor because I think there are people there.
She has a lot of enemies in the industry because everyone's jealous of her. And she like low-key has beef with a lot of people. But like Billie Eilish does attend.
Yeah.
Charli XCX does attend. Carly Kloss does attend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you posted something really interesting on your story that I feel like not enough people are talking about.
Gigi Carly?
Yes. And you said like, I feel like this is a reach, but it's not.
No.
Gigi Hadid sharing on her Instagram story. So Carly Kloss posted... Gigi has like a cashmere line, and I guess they make like kids stuff, and Carly just gave birth, so Carly posted on her story like, oh my God, it's so cute. Baby's wearing this guest in residence, that's the name of her brand, and tagged Gigi. Gigi reshared it being like, so cute. That's crazy.
It's crazy for two reasons.
Please.
One, Taylor, Gigi,
obviously.
Carly. Two, politically,
yeah,
there's some Israel-Palestine.
Yes, Kushner.
Right,
yes.
Exactly. So, and I don't know which Gigi was fine with like doing away with first, but I thought that was like crazy. And I like I said, I really don't care to post about Gigi on my story, but I was like, this is wild.
I think about that a lot with Gigi and her ex-former step half-sisters, the Fosters.
Yeah. And
like, do you think Gigi watches Nobody Wants This?
No. I don't know, but like, I think after October 7th and all of the the Israel stuff, like I think after is when the Fosters went on Watch What Happens Live and said like they speak to her.
Yeah.
Now
Sarah, yes, she did.
I do think like I don't know, people's like personal lives and personal like
relationships,
politics or whatever you can I think still be friends and family with them, but it's awkward because like they're in the public sphere and they are the public sphere.
Yeah, it's so true.
So yeah, that was wild. Do you think it's possible that Gigi and Taylor are...
I mean, I would love that.
I can't hide my smile.
I have long said that I think Taylor, like, one of my greatest criticisms of her is, like, if I was her, I would be, like, the people she's friends with, celebrities, are the last people on earth I would be friends with. Yeah. Like, I just don't vibe with any of her selections. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, except I don't think it would be good for Taylor to lose another long-term friend. I don't think it would make Taylor look good. Like Blake Lively and her, obviously Blake Lively's the villain, so nobody thinks Taylor's wrong for that. But the girl who like loses all of her friends, you're like, well, there's something wrong with the girl, not the friends.
I think people already say that, whether
about
or not
Taylor.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, and I don't love Selena, but I think her long-standing friendship with Taylor like makes them both look good. Like it's nice to have people who have no friends. Like there's something weird about you, right?
And I think Taylor feels really strongly that like she shouldn't not be friends with people because of their public presence,
because
which I think is fair.
Because there was a time where Taylor's public presence was really negative, and I think people didn't want to be friends with her, and that really deeply hurt her. That's why for so long, I know everybody says I'm like a denier, but I did not believe that her and Blake were not friends anymore, because the idea that Taylor would be on the outs with somebody who's publicly being canceled is so, I think, goes against Taylor's philosophies.
Totally.
And a part of me still kind of believes that they're going to be like, psych, we're still friends.
I don't think so, but I think the reason that friendship ended allegedly is deeper than like the public, what the public perception was. Because I really do think Taylor would stand by her friend through anything, and I do think some of the things that we've heard about, like the lawsuit affecting her, have been true, or some version of that has.
And it's worth mentioning, Taylor has like a lot of friends, but Blake is like different. She's the godmother. Like they're so deeply connected.
They are. I mean, I thought somebody tweeted that she didn't want to release the Reputation re-record because it was Blake Lively's daughter did the voice in Gorgeous, and like Taylor in doing her Taylor's versions would bring back people, which by the way, people don't talk about that enough, like that all these people came back. I mean, she's Taylor Swift, but still.
But yes, the longstanding relationships, it's impressive.
It is impressive. And that like one of the daughters does the intro to Gorgeous. And so she just like didn't want to do it because she didn't want to have to deal with it.
Yeah. But that's actually a good point.
It's sad. Like, and like there's all those videos of her with the kids at the tour.
It's terrible.
So I can't wait for like her bachelorette party content, because we're
then
we'll
really see like who's who. And
I think we're gonna see it.
But to go back to your former point, I really would love and kind of need Taylor to go to the Met Gala.
I know.
Especially because like, I also could use like a Taylor Vogue cover. Like whatever happened to that. Vogue is the reason Taylor has bangs, you know? And so I would love that.
Yeah, I think she and Travis need to do it just once.
Yes, absolutely. And it's very like Giselle and Tom Brady.
Totally.
I love.
Yeah.
Okay, our fifth and final story is the Love is Blind reunion. So Megan Sparkle Walerius, I guess she has a last name. Her first name is Sparkle and her last name is Megan. Mm-hmm. And I do wonder if she regrets sharing that little nickname. I don't know if she knew that Netflix was going to run with it and just like literally put her name title as Sparkle. But she has confirmed, last night was a reunion, that she welcomed a baby during the off season. So she said, I'm a mom now. I had a baby, a boy, 2.5 months ago. I have a little boy and he's my whole world. You know, I now know more than ever that I was meant on this earth to be a mom. He's amazing. Our family's really happy. They obviously asked like, who's the daddy? And he was in the audience. Yeah. He's a baldini. Yeah. He's so cute. I'm so happy for her.
I actually, when I saw him, I gasped because I was like, that's a man. Like,
and that's the guy from the pictures, right? The paparazzi pics.
And you can tell he's rich, like just by his vibe.
1,000%. So he's a little bit older too.
Yeah, I'm happy for her in that sense. I agreed with you 100% where you were just like, Jordan offers her something that she couldn't find with the other people. And I thought him saying that was such a slay. He was like, all of the other guys that were rich, like
didn't work out.
They didn't work out. And that was for a reason. Maybe it was like a little cutting to her, but I thought that was so on point.
And I feel like this guy that she's with, like, they might not be together if they didn't. She said like it wasn't easy. Like I don't know if it's this great love.
Yeah.
I think if anything, like he maybe makes her miss Jordan.
Maybe.
I like ship them so hard.
I thought that the way that they also handled their like confrontation was so mature.
Yeah.
And I wondered also, like, is that because they both have kids? Like, these are people who, like, they can't deal with, like, these petty things.
Yeah.
I had a problem with almost everybody else at the reunion.
Same. Oh, my God. Like, not the teen. Like, that couch with the girl whose name I don't know, Madison, like, oh, such loser energy.
Nobody was agreeing with me when I was, by the way, I was posting about how Casey, I thought, she's a very unsympathetic character. I really didn't like the way that she handled the situation. That said, like
I rode with her last night.
The way Patrick was like acting like her dad.
Okay, so Patrick was like living for the fact that people on the internet, he was the victim, right? Because she didn't handle this breakup well at all. And I was not on her side. So he got like, you know, you either die the hero or live long enough to become the villain. Like he loved that people were like riding for him, and he was like regurgitating internet points, just like throwing them at her face. And he's like, listen, I'm going to give you the chance. Yeah, like her dad, exactly. Going to give you the space to apologize so like you can stop getting hate. And I'm sorry. Ick of the century talking about the ring. Like, why the fuck would you want a ring? It's for girls. Like, and thank you, Casey, or who was it? The nurse, Allie. You didn't pay for it. Like Netflix did. So Casey absolutely should keep it. If anyone's going to take it back, it's Netflix. Ick, get out of here. Like, what are you going to wear it?
Yeah. Also, it's like, I was sitting there being like, everyone stop being poor. Like, they wanted the ring because why did you want the ring? And yeah, shout out to Allie for bringing that up. Again, like Casey kept saying things during the reunion where I was like, where she was, you couldn't tell whether she was lying about being with those other guys.
Yeah.
She's not someone I was like going hard for, but because he was so awful.
Yes, he was awful.
I was 100% on her side in that confrontation.
Yeah, 1,000%. Like I could not stand him. And then that Chris Paul thing.
What was that?
Genuinely? What?
Do you think, Chris asked me, do you think they paid him or do you think Chris Paul's like a big Love is Blind fan?
There's literally no way he's a big Love is Blind fan.
But how much money do they have?
I have no idea. Or Chris Paul has a Netflix show coming out, like a something.
Oh, it's that.
Cross promo.
Yeah, it's that.
What on earth?
It was crazy.
And the fact that they never let it end.
No.
Like I was like, okay, it's like fine, just make your shot. But then they both like kept tying, so they had to like go 4 rounds. Like seriously, what was that?
That was crazy to include.
Awful.
I will say, I actually like the music. Is that crazy?
Oh no! I mean, last season they had Alix Warren, and they get good people. I don't dislike it at all.
I thought it was like cute. It makes the event actually probably a little more fun for the people there. Mm-hmm. And like, I know that you're more of an industry person, so you probably know that going to tapings of those things like probably sucks. So like, make it a little fun for the people. And I didn't think it took up too much time. The reunion was actually an hour and 14 minutes. It could have been 50 minutes.
Yeah,
but it wasn't
bad.
It wasn't egregious.
No, when there are so many people, and like you do want to give like proper time to each storyline. I could not believe how much time we spent on that blonde girl. And I guess she was involved in like 2 love triangles. Yeah. So like she wasn't irrelevant, but she was not on my screen past episode 3 or 4. Why was she the entire reunion? And I'm sorry, Madison has a little bit of Patrick syndrome where she was definitely like the injured party.
Yep.
And you get high on your own supply when everyone on the internet is gassing you up. And then you just become insufferable. So sorry, like I'm Team Joe.
Right. I agree. Also,
Joe is hot.
I was going to say that, but I thought it was crazy because like I'm not a mustache girly, but like I thought it made him look like just older and better.
No, he's hot. And you know he like fucks. Like he had like a million girls. Now he was with Avery and then he was with Casey and then he was with Madison. Like obsessed.
I think with Madison, it was at first I was totally on her side because I can't imagine something more painful than like the guy not liking you because of the way that you look.
And I just want to say, I thought that too. But upon further reflection, I actually think like Nick, while at first he was like, wait, this girl's not my type. I actually think he was really into her. He said all we did was fucking fight. Like, I actually think he was surprised by how attracted he was to her, given that she wasn't his traditional type. So I think the reunion was actually quite flattering for Nick because I now no longer think, I can never remember, Kevin. I can never remember who their names are. I actually think the reunion was quite good for him because when they were talking about how they went out after and they made out and he started crying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the allegations that he wasn't into her or that he didn't find her attractive are false. I feel like they are false. I think the reunion was actually really good for him. I do think he really liked her. I think she was insufferable as a partner.
Yeah. I agree.
And they
also,
weren't a match.
She kept saying like, and why did you kiss me? Like that was really confusing. It's like, well, did you not kiss him back?
Also, like, he's not allowed. You're allowed to go through your feelings, exercise like things he's not.
Yeah. She didn't know how to be the victim.
Yeah, she was insufferable. And then her and that other girl next to her were like gassing each other up. Oh my God. Hated.
I did not like it.
You know who like Loki came off looking good and did not have a good season?
Who?
Annie.
Oh my God.
Well, she fixed her hair, first of all.
Well, of course. Imagine how good it feels to like look amazing after people come for you on the internet, especially because like they were right, but it was mean.
Her hair was crazy, but it was also, I feel like people had a little bit more license to criticize her hair because she is a hairdresser.
I know. But like it affects her business. I don't know.
Of course.
So,
but you are a walking advertisement.
Of course. I thought she was amazing. I thought she was mature. The fact that she came to Nick's defense, who was literally self-flagellating. Like he was so sorry for, and I really believed him.
I did too.
Maybe I'm like gullible or naive.
No, he's not an actor.
No.
Like it's just a regular person.
And I think like he seems like a religious person. So I really thought like, okay, this
they
is
were
like
thoughtful apologies.
Yeah, he felt sorry and he didn't like the way that he looked. And like that's all he can do. He can't prove it any other way. And this girl Kate was like, I don't know, it could still be like not genuine.
By the way, she was so put off by this insanely mature, genuine, thoughtful apology that the only thing she knew how to do was like, maybe. I don't know. That was the biggest loseriest moment ever.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch the last 10 minutes.
Me neither. I mean, I did, but like I was on my phone.
They took us so long to get to KB and Edmund, and which is almost not fair because they were actually engaged and they're one of the very few couples who actually made it to the end of the altar, but I was just so over the reunion by that time. And I don't know, it's very much he said, she said. I hate when people talk so heavily about things that happen off camera. Like I want to believe you, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, I think that the people who are saying that he probably like shouldn't have been on the show were onto something.
Yes.
And I think Jackie came away like really hating him and really being on KB's side. And like, I just don't agree with that. I think when there's such like a clearly uneven relationship, I'm not really going to like side with the person who's giving a laundry list of things, even if they're true.
I know.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure he was doing X, Y, Z. And he kept saying like, oh, well, you know, but I love you. Like he was toxic. Yeah. However, like to me, she was clearly more emotionally mature than him.
And she could just regulate her emotions too.
So
I thought it was really good that she said, like, I know everyone's giving me shit, like, because he was exactly who he was in the pods, but she only heard his voice. She's like, I didn't see him being so animated and so emotional. Like, I didn't even realize he was crying. Like, you can't see, you can just hear. And I actually appreciated that because he was himself the entire time. Himself was just like a little nutty.
Yeah, I thought that was well taken too.
Yeah, her pulling that thing out of her bra like wasn't a sleigh.
She did say though, she was like, it's not like that.
Yeah, no, she said like, I just have a hard time remembering things, but I don't know what's to remember. Like this was an engagement.
Yeah,
like,
and that's her thing. She likes having like a list and data to back up, which by the way, like there's something to be said about that because when you're in the heat of an argument, it can be hard to like remember the things that you're thinking of. But yeah, whenever people like bring receipts to a reunion, it was like the first time somebody did that, it was such a sleigh. I don't know who it was.
I don't know who it was either, but obviously there are moments where it's like huge. You know, Candace and the Monique and the binder.
Oh my
God.
From
Potomac.
Was that the season where they had like a fight?
Yes, the physical fight. And then, of course, Ramona printing out screenshots. Like, those are iconic moments. Now it's like a trope. Yeah. It's like walking off. The first person to ever walk off, Ramona Singer, when they were talking about Alix McCord's nude photos.
Oh, her photos, yeah.
And she just walked off and Andy was like, where are you going? She's like, oh, I don't want to
be a part of it.
Be a part of nude photos. Like, lol. Did you see last night she went to a Halloween party? If you're not following Ramona Singer on social media, you aren't living. She posted the most crazy fucking video. She went to a Halloween party.
Okay.
And she said, guess who I'm dressed up as? And I was like, well, you're obviously Joan Rivers.
Oh.
Turns out she was Marilyn Monroe. And then I didn't know until she was like, happy birthday, Mr. President.
Oh, Ramona.
She is a caricature. Put her back on TV. I've had enough.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we get it. She's not woke. Okay. Like, it's fine. She's so fucking crazy. I saw her in the street the other day. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's insane that she's like almost 70. She's a star. Whether we like it or not, she is our problematic star. Put her back on TV.
Yeah, she brings something that people aren't bringing these days.
It's so true because she don't give a fuck. And she also does not live on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, is a really important key factor in being a
successful,
good reality star.
Totally. I agree.
Liz, is there anything else you want to talk about, promote, dive into before we wrap up today's episode?
I don't think so. I think we covered the topics.
We did.
You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Liz P. Woods. I also posted today that I'll be moderating an event on behalf of the Jewish National Fund, which you can find the link to on my stories if you want to go and swirl it up with some other fellow Jewesses.
Swirl it the fuck up.
And that's it. I'm so grateful to be like part of the rotation.
Let me just say, if you're not following at Liz P. Woods, spelled exactly how it sounds, on Instagram, like you aren't living. I know you work so hard on your Instagram stories, and so I just feel like I always need to gas you up.
Thank
if
you.
I had to follow one person, it would like be Jackie and my family, and then you. Not Ben though. Like I would follow you before Ben. Honestly, Ben like his content doesn't do it for me.
He doesn't post that much.
He doesn't, and like I don't know. I just like what you post. I need to know, like in a biological sense.
Sure.
So I highly recommend everyone following at Liz P. Woods on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sure you'll be back again because like you're a crowd favorite and like why if it's working, you know, like if it's broke,
why fix
not
it?
broke. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Trust Atlanta Morning Show. We deal with the fastest stories every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe to this video, thumbs up, also follow this podcast, more podcasts we found. So Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Video, I already cast box all the places where we send podcasts, fantastic, see 5-star review, and a beautiful setting, and ooh, wickedly talented we are. Have an amazing day. We'll see you tomorrow for Toast-to-Me. Any predictions?
No, I can't wait though.
It's going to be so great, you guys. We'll see you then. Love ya. Bye.